You know, sometimes you just need to shirk responsibilities and read about some drama. No, me too. No, me too. So let's do that. In today's video, we're going to be reading from this thread. Please tell me your wedding woes and minor drama. Not major. I can't handle too much. Just a tidbit. Just a little tish beta drama. So let's dive in, shall we? Hi, my name is Jamie Wolfer. I'm your online wedding planner, and occasionally we read some Reddits around here because it spices up the content. I'm drinking a glass of wine and avoiding adult responsibilities and would love to hear what minor but definitely frustrating things have happened in your wedding planning that are driving you mad, that apparently only the wedding planning community can understand. We are a very niche group. Family of 3 RSVPing with 4 people. Future mother-in-law complaints, ridiculous meal requests, blank RSVP cards, grandma's aunt's cousin's baby's dog is upset they're not invited. I'm here for your justified wedding events. Let's laugh over people's audacity and entitlement together. I'll start and try to keep it short. I get along with my future in-laws, but they're very overbearing. While dress shopping, future mother-in-law was apparently not happy I was trying on ivory dresses. Finally, after making enough, I just wish it was white comments, most of which I overheard and weren't said to me. I said, there's no reason, fashion-wise or for traditional reasons, that I need to be in white. I got my off-white dress that I love, and I'm still thrilled with it. My maid of honor thinks it's a bonus that I got a dress my future mother-in-law doesn't love. we be petty. On the way home, she made sure to tell me she didn't like the headband I tried on with the dress. I don't want a veil. Well, lady, good thing you're not the one who has to wear it. I mean, we don't really need any of my commentary on that, right? Let's just jump straight to the comment section. Final Four is happening in our city during the wedding weekend. One of the groomsmen waited too long to buy plane tickets, so he decided to stay an extra day since they were cheaper. But he doesn't want to get a hotel room for the extra day since we won't be paying for it. So he's decided to stay up all night in Nolans, right? Or is this another North Carolina situation? And the biggest city he's been to is Charlotte. I just don't have the capacity to micromanage this, so if he ends up getting mugged, that's on him. OP says, wait, so his plan is to stay up all night so he doesn't have to sleep anywhere? Question mark? Is this a college student? This feels like a college student move. I have to be wrong. A grown man can't think that's a good plan. Oh, you'd be surprised. You're a saint for paying for his hotel at all, not losing it after hearing his ridiculous plan. Our venue keeps making changes. We loved it because it was a blank industrial slate. Very clean and modern. In the 15 months since we booked, they added an ugly feature wall of stained wood. Huh? Replaced the lovely black curtains with a gray tufted shower curtain looking things. Well, changed lighting feature. And now I've heard through another bride they're planning to switch out the bar top to be all concrete. They claim the wood wall tied into the wood of the bar, so why change it? Today on their Instagram story, they posted that there was a planning session for a gallery wall feature. At this point, we have no clue what the space will look like for our wedding. I'm too tired to freak out about it anymore, but man, is it irritating. Oh, I haven't had many circumstances like this, but I've had a few where the venue makes like a major cosmetic update and the couple like does not care for it at all. And I don't know why venues, I get why they do this, but I don't think they're thinking about the couples that booked with the previous aesthetic, so they're just going for it. And they're like, it's fine, everyone has the same taste we do, and they're gonna love all of the choices that we make, regardless. If you're a couple in this situation, I highly recommend speaking up and be like, hey, when we booked, it was a very blank industrial slate, which we loved, and that was the vibe that we're going for. And now it feels like we're adding a lot of really romantic textures and stuff that is not our vibe. We don't want that. Is there any way would you consider allocating a discount, since it feels a little bit like a bait and switch? We understand you're trying to make improvements to your property, but I was gonna say we don't see these improvements, so maybe don't say that. But this is not exactly what we signed up for. What's a good compromise that we could reach here? Last minute guests being added to the guest list that has been set since summer 2021. Oh, this thread's 3 years old, by the way. So but it's still relevant, it's still valid, it still counts. Plus, some of this older stuff is just so juicy because it's been sitting there for so long and people add so much to it over time. I'm just saying. Beyonce has a bleeding heart and wants to invite all of his half-siblings. Papa was a Rolling Stone. 5 in total, lesser spouses. Oh, sorry. Why did that get me? My uncle wants me to invite cousins I haven't spoken to in years. They probably won't come since they live out of state. I asked people to RSVP by the 21st. They started calling me, future husband, mother-in-law, mom instead. I don't need to know why you aren't coming. I just need to know if you're coming. Oh gosh, the moment when couples get to the point of you know what? Just say no. I don't even care. Just say no. Actually, I don't even want you to come anymore because no one's RSVP'd. Or a third of the people have RSVP'd. I'm going a little bit cuckoo, okay? So just say no. And we'll miss you. We will miss you. The wedding is in 30 and I'm trying to wrap up things, but the world will not let me. Opie said, we're not the RSVP stage yet, but this is what I'm dreading the most. I keep thinking I won't have to chase people. We are mostly inviting friends, but if I've learned anything from this sub, it's that some people will not RSVP. I feel you on the last minute guests. We have some not last minute guests, but they're just people we don't care about, like your cousins you don't see, and we haven't sent them save the dates yet, kind of out of pettiness. You're so close to the big day though. And I honestly, in my experience, it's less the family members that don't RSVP, because usually older generations are a lot better at this as long as they know how to RSVP and it's not like a QR code and it's confusing for them. But it's the friends who are like, oh yeah, they'll know I'm coming. Classic example, my husband, his friends had eloped. They were having just a reception and we received the invitation. I'm like, it's your friends, you RSVP? He's like, okay. While goes by, I was like, did you RSVP? He's like, no, but he knows we're coming. I was like, cool. How does he know that? He's like, it's in the group chat. I was like, cool. Does his wife know that? He's like, I don't know. I was like, okay, then we need to RSVP because, he might know, but he might not have communicated to her that he knows. And so she's still wondering if we're showing up or not. So we need to give a formal RSVP. And don't get me wrong, I love my husband. I'm just very aware of his shortcomings. And this is one of them. My biggest annoyance is my mother's deep desire to invite my childhood babysitter. My wedding is 70 guests. I'm inviting her parents as a favor to my mother, which I'm fine with. But all of our conversations go like this. Mom, friend told me that Kim told her that she really wants to be invited. Me. Kim hasn't spoken to me since like 2002. She couldn't pick me out of a lineup. I doubt this story is true, but we'll put it on the B list. Mom. The think list. Me. The B list. Mom. The think list. Okay, I am laughing with you, not at you, but this might take the cake. Your babysitter? I don't know why I'm laughing so much over this, but that sounds so absurd. That would be so wild. I get it if you're like families are super interconnected, but also it's a 70-person wedding. There's no way. We love moms. We love moms. Less absurd, but my future husband's parents want us to invite some of their cousins we have never met. To the point where future husband didn't even know one of the male cousins, and we just labeled him Dumb Margaret's husband. No. Oh, poor Marg. Sorry. Dumb Margaret and spouse. Our reception space is adding an art installation from a well-known local artist whose work I just hate. Oh, super unclear when, so I don't know if it'll be the main decor at my reception or not yet. Oh gosh, art is so personal, and I wish more venues thought about this, because like you can't just throw something wacky up there. That's horrible. Or like a giant mural outside where that like totally changes the vibe. This happened with one of our couples at a location in Laguna Beach, California, where a new owner purchased it and then painted everything like rainbow colors, which we love a good rainbow, right? But when their event was very neutral, classy, elegant, timeless, soft whites and greens and maybe a little bit of pink, we all of a sudden had a very big situation on our hands where the couple was like, we don't want to get married here. We don't like anything of what you've done, but we can't cancel the contract because there's nothing in the contract that states anything like this. So we just had to be strategic with where they took the photos. And luckily in the overall reception space, it wasn't as garish as it was on the exterior, but a lot of the exterior is what they were excited about for taking photos. So yeah, sometimes you just got to roll with the punches on that kind of thing. But I wish I could talk to venue owners. Wish I could talk to them and be like, nope, you might like it, but other people won't. Tell them they owe you an enormous flower wall. Tell them the artist is your horrible ex. Tell them the paint style gives your mom migraines. Anything. There are ways of hiding installations. You can do pipe and drape. You can make a big old backdrop. I've done it out of painter's canvas, drop cloth, that's what it's called. I got there eventually. And then like framed 2x2s, and you can just kind of stretch it and make like a giant piece of art. That's a really great way of covering things up. And then you just like hang it over. Or it doesn't have to be stretched. You could just like treat it like a little canvas and drop down over the top. There are options. But tell them the artist is your horrible ex. Oh no, please don't. Why did I say it like that? Oh. My mom asked me to help her download Uber moments before my first look. That's a minor annoyance. Hey, mom. Hey, mom. Hi. I'm so glad you're not driving. I feel like that's for the best. I'm going to need like 20 minutes. Or can you go find anyone else under the age of 40 to help you with this task? Because right now, you see that handsome fellow over there? I'm about to do my first look. So I can't help you right now. But thank you so much for trusting me to be your tech guide for today, my wedding day. See you in a bit. OMG, I'm finding this away under things my mom will definitely do. I've already made peace with the fact that I know she will not sort out her dress until 2 weeks before the wedding and will then want me to handhold her through picking something while I'm trying to chase down RSVPs and make a seating chart and a million other things. The world revolves around them. OP goes, LOL, why did she need it at that moment? This person says, to get to the venue. I made her a document, went over it many times with her, and she still didn't prepare. Oh no. So you're like, oh, watch my mom do this. So short of physically taking her phone and downloading the Uber app and like scheduling it for her, man. My sister-in-law wore a black t-shirt, wrinkled khaki cargo pants, and bright yellow sneakers to our semi-formal wedding. Oh, in all fairness, she was really sick and went to the hospital after leaving the wedding. Oh, but she'd been sick for almost a week by then because she stopped taking her prescription medication and refused to get checked out. Okay, if you've been sick for that long, you should not be showing up at a public gathering, regardless of attire, but definitely not in that attire. My brother-in-law, who had driven 14 hours to get here for the wedding, took her to the hospital, completely missing our reception. Yeah, I'm sorry. I know it sounds cold-hearted, annoyed by her attire when she ends up in the ER, but my sister-in-law consistently acts in the absolute most thoughtless ways she can. Her lifelong childish behavior is often referenced by the rest of the family. She's 41, and she loves drama, loves it. Early in the week, while sick from medical non-compliance, she was complaining on Facebook. Oh, Facebook complainers. Those who use Facebook as their own personal diary and all they do is complain. Ick. Sorry. She was complaining on Facebook about how she had nothing to wear and no money to buy it. She'd known for months and months, and we even offered to buy her a nice outfit for the occasion. It was something. I hate everything about this. Like, I feel like maybe she stopped taking the medication so she could be sick longer? Intentionally, and then went to your wedding when she wasn't feeling good so she could have the spotlight on her once again. Like, this is feels like the kind of person who creates circumstances that they can be the victim of, and then loves to loudly share those with others, if that's what I'm picking up on here. So I wouldn't be surprised if she intentionally stopped taking the medication to make sure that she was still ill for your wedding day, and then intentionally show up in an outfit, especially when you offered to buy something. OP says, that sounds incredibly frustrating. And it sounds like she didn't even take the steps to help herself and even went out of her way to make things difficult, like not buying, borrowing, or finding a dress. I hope everything else went smoothly for you. Mostly fine, actually. Great day. Just put the pictures up yesterday if you want to see them on my profile history. Thank you for commiserating with me. Ha! I love this post. I had so many minor grievances that all kind of added up at my wedding. One of my husband's groomsmen officiated our wedding. We also made our wedding no young children allowed because my worst nightmare was an infant crying during my ceremony. Said groomsman had 2 children. In the week before the wedding, he said if his kids couldn't come, he couldn't stay long. Okay, fine, bring your kids. Then he said, my mom wants to come to the wedding because she wants to watch me officiate. Can she just come to the ceremony? Okay, my husband does know her well, so she can come to the whole thing. Probably should have been invited. I'm scrambling week before to get last minute place cards, redo table arrangements. Day of, didn't bring the kids or his mom. Also hired a stripper for my husband's bachelor party, which my husband explicitly stated he did not want. Oh, that got darker. Needless to say, we're both kind of over him now. My other grievance is that during my wedding ceremony, I got to watch people arrive late, park, and sit themselves in the middle of the ceremony. The same couple didn't even give us a card despite me sending them gifts for their wedding that was a week before ours. No thank you or acknowledgement of that either. And the woman of the couple were white. Couldn't make it up if I tried. Maybe she was just re-wearing her wedding dress, right? She wanted to get one more wear out of it. So, fortunately, I am easygoing and I'm over it all now, but I definitely was irritated at the time. Oh, so we lost a few friends because this event. It's fine. Things happen. Everything's fine. OP replied, OMG, I am irritated for you and slightly nervous because our friend is officiating her wedding and he will have a new baby. LOL. Bringing the kids and or anyone wearing white would have put me over the edge though. I'm fairly laid back, I hope, but I can't get around either of those things. Bringing your kids to a no kids wedding is just entitled and wearing white is just rude. There is very little chance as a guest you don't know not to wear white. That's a lot of negatives. Name that movie. I'm told my future mother-in-law was insulted that we sent them an invitation, that obviously they are coming. I'm assuming this is a cultural thing, being that she is Latina. I mean, don't you need to know the details? Also, it's a keepsake. How dare you send me an invitation? You know I'm going to be there. How dare you? Like, we had a family member get really frustrated that when we sent out the invitation, it was sent to the nickname of this person and not the proper name of this person. And this person had not spoken to my husband directly in several years, but a member of the family and deserved to be invited. And this member of the family chose to let my husband know how they felt very strongly and then didn't come to the wedding. Are those two things related? I don't know. But yeah, people can get worked up over just about everything, as we're learning, right? My fiance's parents threatened to not come to the wedding because they wanted to invite more than the 60 invites we gave them. I made a post about it a few months ago on here, and it got so many comments that I deleted it out of fear of someone in his family finding it. LOL. Haha, laugh out loud. Haha, so funny. I think I said this before, but my mom used to think LOL meant lots of love, and so she added it to everything. She'd be like, "How was your day? LOL." Everything's okay now, but phew, they really caused us to think about it at first. 60 invites is so many. I couldn't decide what drama I wanted to post, but we had some guest drama too. Long story short, we really didn't give either of our parents a say at the guest list. I'm almost 30. Future husband is turning 33. We are paying for the wedding ourselves. Our parents' best friends are invited, but not like third cousins we have never met. We compromised on inviting 6 of future husband's family that we do not care about, parents' cousins, but we still haven't sent them save the dates, just kind of out of spite. We'll send them eventually. So we're just going to leave that here for now. But if you have something, mild grievances or larger, that you would like to leave in the comment section, I welcome it. Y'all, just come vent. Because this is, like the OP said, sometimes you just need to vent to someone that's in the wedding planning trenches that also gets it. Because, like, a lot of people outside of this sphere are just not going to understand at all whatsoever. So I totally get it. I see where you're coming from. If you want to come vent to me, come vent to me. If you're having issues planning your wedding, come join me in the master plan. Literally what I do. I'm your online wedding planner. I'm here to help you plan easy and stress less because you deserve a stress-free wedding day. I'll leave that linked right there and then down in the description box below. That's what we have for today's video, guys. I think I already said that. Thank you so much for watching. If you like this video, jump on down there, like the video, and subscribe to this channel for more tips and tricks for the modern day bride. And until next week, bye guys!